Let's leave the past behind.
I don't have the app on my phone.
With me, there's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait.
Oh.
There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you.
So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a Sunday vlog. I should know the date, I just had to check, but it's the 6th of November because obviously last night was bonfire night. We had some friends around here after we all went to the local like fireworks display together. It was really good, and I completely lost my train of thought. But now it is Sunday, and actually it's not going to be a very sleepy Sunday. It's going to be quite a busy one because I feel like I have so much to tell you every time I do these videos. Obviously we've been having our electrics rewired in the older part of the house, which has been something that's been going on across the last few weeks with like half term in the middle. It was all rubber wiring, very old, needed changing from like a safety perspective, and so we've had it booked in, we've done that. And obviously when you rewire, I don't know if you've ever had it done before, but it's like it's quite messy. It's kind of going backwards to go forwards, if you know what I mean. So we have like tracks up the wall, we've got holes in the wall where old sockets were, or we've had to replace them or like move them. And the hallway, parts of the kitchen actually, the living room, the office, Daisy's room and Bill's room, and the landing are all affected. So the only unaffected rooms are the utility room, Stan's room, the bathroom and our bedroom and like ensuite bit. So it's quite a big chunk of the house, and with all these tracks, they obviously need filling in. And we had a plasterer booked who wasn't meant to be coming until next weekend maybe, but he can come earlier, and he was like, can I come on Sunday? And we were like, hell yeah, let's get this done, because the idea is obviously once that's all plastered and filled in, then we can repaint over areas that need touching up, tidy everything up again. And obviously we really like to do that before like Christmas gets any closer, just because it's that time of year where your house is always filled with people, and it can be this year. Like it's the first normal feeling Christmas in like a couple of years, and I'm so excited for that. We're hosting, I keep saying that, I'm clearly like, it's on my mind. I'm like excited but slightly nervous. So Mr. Plasterer is coming this afternoon. Bill is with his dad. He went this morning, so we got him all packed up and sorted, because he would normally go on like Friday until Sunday and come back Sunday afternoon, but he wanted to come to the bonfire thing with us, so he went this morning, and then I will pick him up from school tomorrow instead. They've gone to go and see that new like superhero movie with The Rock in, I can't remember what it's called. They've gone to see that, him and his dad. Stan had diddy kicks. Normally Daisy would stay with me, but Daisy's best friend's little brother also does diddy kicks with Stan, and she asked if Daisy was going to go, because sometimes they like tag along just so they can see each other. So she's gone and I'm child free, so I just had the loveliest coffee and do my makeup session I've had in ages. You know, you can just sit there and take your time and relax. And I quite like doing my makeup as long as I don't feel like I'm in a rush. Like some days actually, normally on a Sunday I wouldn't wear it, but what is actually happening is that when the plasterer is here, we don't really want to be here because it's awkward as hell. And obviously so many rooms are affected that we'd just be room hopping. You know, when you're in and out and like telling the kids, no, you can't go in your bedroom. Why? Well, there's the man in there filling holes in, this, that and the other. So we'd always planned to go to Ikea at some point. Can you tell I'm excited? I feel like women everywhere, when you say the word Ikea, our ears prick up like a dog and we're just like, what? We need to go to Ikea anyway for new bits of furniture to have in the living room. The bits we've got now are just, you know, when they've got marks on and they've worn quite well. I think some of them will probably keep for storage, like maybe in the garage, because we've got like old Kallax units and stuff. But to be quite honest with you, our family is growing up and a lot of these storage boxes, like the toys that are in them, they're just outgrowing because they want to play physically outside. They want to play with their friends. Daisy plays with toys more than the boys do. The boys are really into gaming and I have no issue with that because I think it's a fantastic way for them to become engaged and creative, and you know, technology is not the devil. Stan likes superheroes and cars and stuff, but there are a lot of, you know, like baby-ish toys that we've just held on to just in case, and they've not been picking them up in the same way. If they are going to play, they play with like collectibles, Barbies, like collectively, like Stan and Daisy. Bill obviously just doesn't play with toys really anymore. They like cuddlies, they like crafts, they like going out and about, they like playing in the garden together, they like going to a park. It's not like when they're little and they need loads of like stimulants. They're just a lot more selective, or like reading books and stuff. And so a lot of those toys, I feel like we're probably going to get towards Christmas and we're going to donate them, and we don't need the toy storage that we used to do. All three kids have got loads of their own things in their bedrooms. We always made sure that their rooms had their own like space to go to and they could play in there if they want time out, because we're not a huge family, but you know, it's nice to have a bit of time for you sometimes. But we're going to try and not reclaim that space, because I don't know if you can tell from my house, but like I love interiors and stuff. I definitely have my own taste and things that I'm into, but I'm not about hiding my children from it. Like, I don't mind if their drawings are on my wall or on my desk or there are toys everywhere, because it's their home. Excuse my automatic air freshener. But yeah, I just feel like some of the furniture that we've got in the living room is just not really working anymore. Like, it's there, it's big, it's cumbersome, it's not actually getting used. So we want to get a new storage unit and a new television unit. We've ordered our sofa. That's like actually in hold at the moment, waiting for us to be ready for it to move in. We've got our carpet booked, and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited because if you followed me for a long time, you might remember how this house used to look. And I'm not knocking that, because this has always been my home and my sanctuary and the place where I feel safest. It's come such a long way with me. It's grown with me, it's grown with my family. And this is kind of like just the last final little bit that we just need to fix after having all this done, because it took a real big hit, that did. Especially over lockdown and having to isolate in that room and stuff. Like, the carpet's knackered to the point where we need new underlay. It's like that knackered. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. I think it's going to be a really fun little like couple of weeks getting all this done. It'll be busy, but fun. So that is the plan today, but they're out now. So I'm actually going to do something that I find really nice, is that I'm going to go to the shops for a few little bits that we need, you know, just for packed lunches and like a bit of fruit and stuff and bread. And I'm going to do it on my own, because that's just so nice to go to the shops on your own. You know, take your time, push your trolley, say hi to people. Oh, what's that? I'll have a look at it. That vibe. I love that. So I thought I would vlog today and bring you along with me, and I hope you enjoy it.
Snow and cold, we've got it nice and warm. In here you find both young and old, seeking shelter from the storm.
are out of Ikea. I feel like Ikea goes one of two ways. You either love it or it's a bit stressful. And I don't think I was feeling it as much as what I normally would do today. We did pick up some nice things though, but we decided because one of the pieces of furniture is not available at Ashton, we are going to order them all to be delivered purely because it's just easier. And if we've got to pay for delivery anyway, we might as well pay for a few. Stan got a monkey called Noodles.
No.
Oh.
Little chocolate.
Chocolate now. And Daisy got, she's playing Pokemon Go on my phone, she got an elephant called Nelly. And Nell is Daisy's middle name. And we are just in the car while Mark messages the plasterer who is at our house, but obviously they don't tend to work weekends, but this guy's trying to fit in loads of work before Christmas and stuff. So I get the impression that he's probably still going to be there at the moment, and we don't want to get in the way, so I think we're going to go out and find somewhere to eat because it's about 4:30, maybe, I'm guessing. Which would be quite nice because, you know, not going to turn down a meal that I don't cook, so that is what we're going to do now.
World had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no matter what. Dreaming of you.
Gosh, so we've been home for a little bit. It's 7:30 now, and we went just to Wetherspoons. The one near us is really nice, and it's so cheap if you want to eat out with kids and just not overthink it too much. We just went there, and then we got a message from the plasterer saying that he was done, and just like leaving a note about like I've done this and this, and like, oh, if the house smells funny, it's just the way it dries and whatever, but your house is fine kind of thing. So we came back, and obviously with like plaster especially, it just gets so dusty, so we had to rearrange the furniture in the office and the living room. I've hoovered and dusted in there. I've hoovered and mopped the floor in the hall. I've hoovered in here. I ran a bath for the kids. I've hoovered the stairs and all their bedrooms because obviously their bedrooms were done as well. This is a little friend that we picked up from Ikea for £3. His name is Chocolate. Daisy has a elephant somewhere. And yeah, I feel like we've done enough work on this house over the years, and like I've done enough work on the house that I lived in before to know that like you just got to keep on top of it. You can't just leave it. You have to like clean as you go because it just spreads everywhere. But thankfully everything looks really good. Like it's all tidied up a bit. I mean, in a way it probably looks worse because the tracks were white plastic but it was obvious there was like tracks and gouges in the wall, but this is obviously like wet plaster at the moment, but they look okay. And Mark has put some days off, I think not this week but next week, to decorate, and I think I'm going to try and schedule some time work-wise as well where I can help him. And I think what he might do is do the living room and redecorate that, ready for the carpet and sofa and all that jazz, and I might go around and retouch all of the other bits, so like the bedrooms, the hallway, the office, the landing, because it'd be tempting just to like turn a blind eye to all those little bits, but I'm not going to. Like, I want them back to normal, especially the bits in the kids' room, because, you know, their rooms are lovely and they're looking a bit shabby at the moment. Yeah, I spoke about Ikea before. I've got these bits. I think I'll do like a little haul video maybe separately, because it would just make this one too long. But I was really pleased with what we found. And then the only issue, we were looking on the way home, Mark was driving, and one of the storage units, or it could be a TV unit that we want, is like out of stock at the moment, and we want it in a certain colourway, so I need to try and contact Ikea tomorrow to see when that might be back in stock, because we really like it. And we shop at Ikea a lot. Like, I would love to say that we afford all these like boutique-y pieces that you can get from like proper, I don't know, homeware companies and stuff, but Ikea for us is like practical, it's affordable. You can customise it as well, and it's just accessible, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But I'm really, really determined to make that living room look beautiful. Like, I've got like a colour palette in my head now. I've got ideas, and I do love finishing off rooms and decorating rooms. And I always get, like, you know, when you just have like an idea that comes into your head and you just get really inspired by it, and then things start to piece together. And yeah, I think it'll be really lovely when it's done. But now I feel a bit dusty, to be honest, and I might have a shower and wash my hair, so I don't need to do it in the morning, because Mark is in the office tomorrow, and it'll be just me and a little two in the morning, which is like fine. It's like, I've done the school run on my own for years, but those mornings where he's not here, obviously there's a lot more pressure on me. Like, I can't shout at him and go, will you just do Stan's shoes, or help with such body's teeth. Like, it's just me, so I want to be organised. I've already put their coats and bags out ready. I did pack lunches earlier, and we just sort of need to get them in bed, but I'm going to give them half an hour just to chill now, because they've just had a bath and they're all like giggly and hyper, and I don't want to put them to bed like that, because I don't think it'll end well. And I think we're going to watch House of Dragons, which we're loving. Are you watching it? Because, oh, it's so good. And yeah, cozy up, but I should probably sort myself out of here, shouldn't I? Because I feel gross. Oh, and there's laundry to put away. But I think that can wait until tomorrow. I've already done some today, so that counts, doesn't it? Yes.